The thing is, if you share that information with someone who's at a lower level of consciousness, which is neither good or bad, it just means they have a smaller capacity to be able to hold space for you. Why? Because they hold more fear and judgment. So everything that you share, they're going to project their judgment onto. So they won't even hear you because everything's about them.
So we don't get to pick and choose who sees our information on the For You page on this app. We just put out information for, for the masses. And I've been very intentional about not dumbing down my content. I made a whole video about how the average American reads on about a 5th or 6th grade level. And so I've made a conscious decision that I was not going to dumb down my information for the lowest common denominator. But the problem with that is the lowest common denominator often lacks self-awareness and love to comment rather than scroll. And so I fight this internal battle because I tell y'all all the time I'm a petty bitch between actually responding and ignoring. And so sometimes I respond because that's just how I am. And then sometimes I just block and ignore. But it's always interesting to me, and I don't know if it's just because of how the algorithm works, that there is only one group of men that come into my comment section and denigrate me. It's always black men. And the interesting thing is I've never said anything negative about them. I've talked about my preference. I talked about people that I've dated, and I've talked about my lived experience. But at no point in time have I ever said anything negative, derogatory about black men. I make observations about what I've seen, and that's about it. And yet and still, every single day in my comment section, the lower consciousness, ego-driven, misogynistic men feel the need to comment and then get angry when I clap back. Make it make sense, Lord. Make it make sense.